Welcome back to DBD 101. My name is Alice and I'm going to be your teacher today. For today's lesson we're going to learn how to counter Wesker because, well, I see you more against the walls and on the gen, so let's fix that. Before we get into the looping and adjusting, I want to make sure we're settled on how his power works. If you're unfamiliar with Wesker, know that his power, Virulent Bound, gives him 2 dashes. He can hold his second dash for 2 seconds before it automatically cancels. But be careful because one of his add-ons gives him an extra second to hold his power, and a lot of people get caught off guard by this. Now, when you get hit by his power, you get infected, and when you reach max infection after a while, you are significantly slower. The second thing you need to know is that the more people infected, the lower the cooldown for his power is going to be. He has 0.5 second cooldown reduction per infected survivor. So if all survivors are infected, he gets -2 seconds on his cooldown, and that's quite considerable. So you need to make sure that you cleanse, okay? Speaking of cleansing, I recommend you heal before you cleanse. Why? Because whenever you spray, Wesker gets killer instinct and means it knows where your location is. So, whenever it decides to come for you, you're already be healed up and ready to go. This means you also have to be mindful of where you spray. You don't want to spray in the dead zone, you want to spray somewhere near a loop where you would be safe if you were to come to you. Now, as a general rule, you heal before you spray because you know your location, right? With the killer instinct. However, when you unhook, if your teammates has high progress on the infection, spray them first because tunneling cans are out in full force at the moment and Wesker can grab your teammate instantly if they're fully infected, even if they're healthy. Okay, this is really important. Hey, by the way, you want a great counter to this? If you get grabbed on a heal, it will automatically drop you down, even if you're fully infected. It will never get collision on a heal. You will always fall off the hill, and that's all that will happen to you. But this is really good. Now, of course, he might just follow you up the hill and M1 you, but it's worth a shot. As a last result, it's not bad to know at all. Now, let's get into the juicing, how to dodge his power. Firstly, you're going to look out for his visual or audio cues to know when he's about to dash. It's quite obvious, so I don't think I need to explain this. But you know that whenever his power is up, you cannot run in a straight line anymore, and if I see you running in a straight line, I'm going to get really mad. So, when his power is charged up, you try to hide behind structures. If you're in the open, you can run behind trees, rocks, or run in zigzag if there's nothing to use around you. You want to be as unpredictable as possible, okay? Hey, if you don't know what you're doing yourself, how's the killer gonna know? You can pretend to go in one direction and swiftly turn in another so that he misses his dash. This works really well around windows and pallets. You can pretend to go for a window vault, but turn at the last second and make him dash into the window. Or, well, vault the window. It's really funny to watch and it actually works pretty well. Now, when it comes to loops, I'd recommend you avoid big, long, smooth loops. Because Wesker can simply dash alongside them and hit you. You're giving him free hits. Ideally, you want to go for loops that are obstructed like your front desk in RBD, because his obstructions will prevent him from dashing straight into you. This means you want to prioritize irregular loops and avoid cars and long bushes or walls like in Haddonfield, for example. Shack can be great, especially with the window fake, it's really fun, but you gotta make sure to remember to pre-drop the pallet before he gets too close to you to hit you with his dash. Speaking of pallets, you can interrupt his dash with one, so don't be afraid to pre-drop. Note that yes, he's able to vote pallets, but that comes at the cost of a cooldown and a slowdown. This allows you to make a tiny bit of distance to vote the pallet again or to get to a window that's close by, for example. Oh, and by the way, you can also interrupt his dash by blinding him with a flashbang. If you blind him mid-dash, it just interrupts his power. You can use either a flashbang or firecrackers from events that works just the same. And finally, a general tip that might help you, Wesker can travel the map really fast, so you want to make sure to pre-run when you're in a gen. Don't wait last second to leave your gen because you will give him a free hit and make your chase much shorter than it should have been. Brain Blast, for example, can really help you with that because it will allow you to run to a safe loop before he can catch you. And I would say you have to be extremely careful when Wesker hooks someone. He's potentially going to your gen next, so you want to make sure you have an escape plan because he will be on your ass very quickly and you gotta pre-run and know where you're going to run as well. Alright class, that's all for today. Don't forget to sub for the next class and let me know if you have any questions or anything to add. Don't be late for the next lesson and make sure you wear a mask if you're infected. Take care, until next time. Mwah.